a lot of manual work and effort to abstract a lease, 300-page document. How do we get all those terms and conditions and options and amendments, and how do we push those, into the system? Right now, people are keying it in, and it's very time-consuming. So lease abstraction, using AI technology to grab that data, automatically drop it into the lease, analyze it, make sense of it. I think that's a big productivity driver, and we're going to keep seeing examples like that with the AI technology getting better and better just to improve business processes.
What part of Yardi's technology platform are clients adopting fastest this year?
Yeah, so what we're seeing, and just meeting with a couple of our REIT clients that are here at the conference this week, is a shift from point solutions to a single integrated platform. So the example there would be a Yardi client that maybe used Yardi for some things and other point solutions for other applications or business processes, to consolidate on Yardi as a single platform. And there's a couple reasons for that, I think, that we're seeing. One is that using a single integrated platform, you have better data accuracy and integrity, which is important to our clients, lower IT cost and complexity. And then there's just some benefits of that single integrated platform. I'll just throw a couple quick examples out there. One example would be from a deal flow perspective. If a leasing team is putting information about a deal to lease a prospective space to a vacant unit or potentially a renewal, and they put, let's say, TI amount in the deal, like $25,000 in TI work to complete, the tenant improvement work, that information will flow automatically to the budgeting and forecasting systems. So there's no manual process required to somebody else or another team to go rekey that information in. And that's really hard to do with point solutions. The other quick example might be with the development team. So that same example of a deal, and we want to pull it into the budget and forecast so we can automate that and push that deal into the forecast to get more timely and accurate revenue forecast, or to be able to, consolidate and push the information to the development team so that development construction team can see TI work that's coming down the pipeline. So there's just a couple examples of why we're seeing that happen.
And how is automation changing day-to-day operations across major property types?
I think the AI, and there's a couple sessions here, but AI is really going to help drive efficiency and improve productivities. I'll give you just a couple examples. One that's been out for a couple years with Yardi and other providers, using AI to automate the AP process. So a simple example of, nobody should have to manually key in an AP invoice anymore from a scanned image that the vendor sends, right? AI can do that automatically for you. So grabbing that PDF, grabbing that image and automatically creating the data, and then doing analytics over that AP data to make sure there's no errors or anomalies. So that's just a simple example that's been out for a couple of years now. The next example we're seeing from a real estate standpoint is lease abstraction. So same concept, a lot of manual work and effort to abstract a lease, 300-page document. How do we get all those terms and conditions and options and amendments, and how do we push those into the system? Right now, people are keying it in, and it's very time-consuming. So lease abstraction, using AI technology to grab that data, automatically drop it into the lease, analyze it, make sense of it. I think that's a big productivity driver, and we're going to keep seeing examples like that with the AI technology getting better and better just to improve business processes. But those are a couple examples.
And what capability do you think the next generation of operators will expect as standard?
So I think this is also another offshoot of AI, or artificial intelligence technology. What we're doing is we're developing something called agents, and I think there's a lot of other organizations doing that as well. So an agent is just automating a manual business process. So imagine anything a real estate department has as a manual process, whether it's property management, asset management, accounting, any of the key business process areas that a real estate company has or a REIT has. There's manual processes there where people are going in and on a recurring basis keying, manually processing data. What we're going to see with agents is agent is just a little programmatic way to automate a process, and they're they're relatively quick and easy to build. They're looking at your existing data already, so using these agents to automate processes, I think, is going to be that next few years. It's in the early stages, and we're seeing it happen now. But that will be, I think, something people come to expect is, hey, we want to automate that. We shouldn't have to do this manually anymore. There should be an agent that could help us with that. So.